Isaiah Yeshayahu 41. Haharishu helai iyim. Coastlands or islands, keep silent toward me. Ulumim yahalifu. And peoples, let them renew strength. Yigashu az yadaberu. Let them draw near. Then let them speak. Yahadaw lamithapat nikarava. Together to the judgment let us approach. Miheir mimizarah. Who hath stirred up from the east? Tzedek yiqraehu l'ragalo. Righteousness he calls him to his feet. Yitten lefanai goyim umalachim yard. He gives before his faces nations, and kings he rules. Yitten ka'afar harabo. He gives like the dust his sword. He gives them like the dust to his sword. Perhaps it means that. Like the stubble driven, his bow, or they are given to his bow. Yerdefem ya'avor shalom. He pursues them, he passes on safely in peace. Orach baragalau lo yavo. In a way, by his feet he hath not come. Mi pa'al wa'asha. Who hath wrought it and effectuated it? Who hath done it and effectuated? Kore hadorot merosh. One calling the generations from the beginning. Ani Yahweh Rishon. I, Yahweh, am first, or the beginning, the chief. Ve'et acharonim ani hu. And with the last ones, I am he. Ra'u yim ve'yira'u. See ye coastlands or isles, and ye shall fear. Kashot harish yihradu. Let the ends of the earth tremble. Qaravu wiyahtayun. Let them draw near. They draw near, and they come. Isha etre'ehu ya'azoru. Each man is helping his neighbor. Ula achiu yomar hazak. And to his brother he says, be strong. Wayahazak harash et thorif. And the carpenter strengthens the goldsmith. Mahalik patish. The one making smooth by hammer, et the holem pa'am. Strengthens, that is, the striker of the beat or the stroke. Omer ladavik tovahu. Saying concerning the soldering or the joint, it is good. Wayahazaqehu b'masmarim lo yimot. And he strengthens it with nails, that it not totter or be moved. Wa'ata Yisrael abdi. Yaakov atar baharaticha. And thou, Yisrael, my servant, Yaakov, whom I have chosen thee. Zer'a Abraham Ohavi, the seed of Abraham, the one loving me. Atar hehezaktika, whom I have laid hold of thee, or I have grasped thee, mikashotahar, from the ends of the earth, umehatileha, and from its corners, karatika, I have called thee, waomarleka, abdi atta, and I said to thee, my servant thou art, baharatika, I have chosen thee, ulohmasatika, and I have not rejected thee. Alatira, fear thou not, ki imkani, because I am with thee. Alatishata, don't be gazing about in dismay. Ki ani Eloheka, because I am thy God. Imatatika, I shall strengthen thee. Afa azaratika, also I shall help thee. Afa tamakatika, biyamin sidqi, also I shall grasp thee, hold thee in the right hand of my righteousness. Hin yevoshu, behold, they are ashamed. Uyikalamu, and they are put to shame. Confounded. Kol hanharim bach, all those who were aggravated against thee. Yehyukain, they are like nothing. Weyovedu, and they perish. Anasherivaka, the men of thy contention. Tevakashem, seek thou them. Thou shalt seek them. Welo Timothim, and thou shalt not find them. Anashemathutaka, the men of thy strife. Yehyukain, they are like nothing. Ukuepis, and like an end. Anashemilhamataka, the men of thy war. Ki ani Yahweh Eloheka, because I am Yahweh thy God. Mahazika yaminaka, the one making thy right hand strong, or holding thy right hand. Haomer leka, the one saying to thee, Alatira, don't fear thou. Ani azaratika, I shall help thee. I have helped thee. Alatirahi tola'at Yaakov, don't fear thou, worm of Yaakov. Thou shalt not fear, worm of Yaakov. Mete Yisrael, weak men of Yisrael. Ani azaratik, I have helped thee. Num Yahweh, declared of Yahweh. Ugo elech, Kadosh Yisrael, and thy Redeemer is the Holy One of Yisrael. Hinne shamatik, behold, I have set thee, Lemorag Haruth Hadath, for a threshing sledge, sharp-pointed, new, Baal Pipiot, the possessor of teeth. Tadush Harim, thou shalt thresh mountains. Watadok, and thou shalt pulverize Ugavaot Kamoth Tashim, and hills like the chaff thou shalt set. Thou shalt set hills like the chaff. Tizarem Waruh Tishaim. Thou shalt winnow them, and wind shall lift them. Usa'ara Tafithahotam, and whirlwind shall scatter them. Wahatta Tagil Biyahweh, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh. Biqadosh Yisrael Tithalal, thou shalt boast in the Holy One of Yisrael. Ha'aniyim v'ha'avayonim mevakashim mayim wine. The poor and the needy seeking water, and there is none. Lashonam bathama nashata. Their tongue in the thirst, they are dry. It is dry. Their tongue in thirst is dry. Ani Yahweh eranim. I, Yahweh, shall respond to them, answer them. Elohe Yisrael, Elohe Ezavim. The God of Yisrael, I shall not forsake them. Ephitah al Shafayim. I open upon bare places. Naharot, rivers. I open rivers up on bare places. Ubetok Bekaot, Ma'ayanot, and in the midst of valleys, fountains. Ashim Midbar Lahagamayim. I set the wilderness for a pool of waters. Where Shathia Lemoshaemayim, and a parched land or dry land for goings out of waters or springs of waters. Eten bamidbar erzashita. I give in the wilderness cedar and acacia, wahadas, wa'esh shaman, and myrtle and tree of oil. Ashim ba'arava b'rosh tidahar utahashur. Yahadaw. I set in the desert pine or fir tree, box tree, another tree, another kind of tree. Pine, hardwood tree, box tree, together. For the sake that they should see and they should know. And they should set and they should understand together. Ki yad Yahweh ashetadot, that the hand of Yahweh hath done this. Ukadosh Yisrael barah, and the Holy One of Yisrael hath created it. Qarabu rivakum. Bring ye near your case. Yohamar Yahweh, Yahweh hath said, Hagishu athumotechem. Draw near your firm things, your evidences. Yohamar Melech Yaakov, says the king of Yaakov. Yagishu v'yagidu lanu. Let them draw near and let them narrate to us. Et atar tikarna, what shall become? Harishonot mahenna, the first things, what are they? Hagidu v'nashima libenu v'ned'a acharitan. The first things, what are they? Tell ye, and we would set our hearts, and we would know their latter end. O habaot hashmi'unu, or the coming things, cause ye us to hear. Make us hear the latter things. Hagidu haotiot la'achor. Tell us, tell ye the things coming for the latter time. W'neda'a ki Elohim hatem, and we would know that ye are gods. Afatetivu w'tare'u w'nishata'a w'nira yahadaw w'nira yahadaw. Even do ye good, or do ye evil, and we would look in dismay, and we would see together. Behold, ye are worse than nothing. And your work is worse than worthless. To'eva yibaharbakum. An abomination is one who is choosing you. Ha'iroti mithafon. I have stirred up from the north. Wayad. And it comes, and he comes. Mim mizrah shemesh. From the rising of the sun. Yiqarah bishmi. He shall call in my name. V'yavo saganim kamo homer. And he shall come to rulers or prefects like cement or mortar or clay. He shall come upon rulers like clay. Uchamo yoter yeramosatit. And like a potter, he shall trample mire. Mihigid merosha weneda. Who hath told it from the beginning, and we would know? W'milapanim w'nohamara tzaddik. And from before time, and we would say, right. He is right. Afa en magid, afa en mashami. But there is not one telling, and there is not one causing to hear. Afa en shomeh imrechem. And there's nobody hearing your words. Rishon l'Tzion. Hinne hinnam. The first to Zion, behold them. V'liyerushalem mabashereten. And to Yerushalem I set a proclaimer of good things. Where and I looked, and there was not a man. And from these, and there was no counselor, no one counseling. We are thibu davar, and I would ask them, and they would return a word. No such counselor. Hen kulam awen epis ma'ashehem. Behold, all of them, trouble and end and ceasing. Trouble and finished is their work. Ruh wa tohu, wind and formlessness. Nisakehem, wind and formlessness or confusion is their casting or their molten images. Their cast things are wind and confusion.